Good evening and welcome. Welcome to my live stream, Fight CPS, Stop Taking Our Children. I'm your host, Bob Pace, and this is my second live stream a day. It's my evening one. I'm on 7 o'clock every night of the week, and including the weekends. That's 7 days. I come on at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, I'm also on in the morning Fight CPS with Bob Pace at 10 o'clock Monday through Friday. That's 10 a.m. And then on the weekends at 8 a.m. That's a total of 14 shows I do a week. And I've been doing this steadily since October 2023. This is my 25th month. I'm doing 14 live streams a week. So I'm really busy. And um, wanted to tell you that right off the start here, some of the housekeeping things here is that what I'm giving to you is for educational purpose. It's not legal advice because I'm not an attorney or a lawyer. I'm a loving father and a husband. I've been fighting CPS for 15 years, and I too was a victim of a rogue CPS entity. And I speak on behalf of 2,800 people I've spoken to in the last 24 and a half months. And I will share what they've told me and what I've done myself. I've come up with 5 rules to go by. If I'd followed my 5 rules, I never would have ever had to face CPS. CPS is tough. It is really tough. It was enacted by Congress that directed social service to create a group of social workers to protect our children from neglect or abuse. Neglect could be not watching or supervising your child, allowing your child to um, not have clothing, not to wear clothing, not take baths, not take the child to school, things that are neglect to a children. Now, abuse can be physical, psychological, or sexual abuse. That's where a physical harm is being done to the child or a mentally harm. You know, um, so this agency, social services, have put together, and they're called different names in different counties. Every county and every state has a child protection system. Now, they're supposed to protect our children from neglect and abuse, but they're also supposed to do something called family reunification because studies have shown the best parents to raise their children as our biological parents. And with that being said, if a parent has a hiccup or did something wrong that could be corrected, they would like to see the family be put back together if they find it necessary to break apart the family. Your child has to be in danger for them to take apart your family. But so many times the MO of the child protective system is to come knock, knock on the door. Hi, look in the house. We're taking your children, and off they go. Now, I said that really simplified because a lot of you don't even realize your constitutional civil rights. You don't have to open a door to strangers. No one says you have to. And that's one thing you got to learn. No one tells you have to talk to them either. Now, there's certain ways you can interact with this live stream. You can text a message. I just put the banner that tells you about how to text a message. And the message is either a question or comment about CPS. Please state your name and your location. And if you're from outside the United States, your country. Yes, I do have international people calling in about CPS. I do help them out. I also help out APS, Adult Protective Services. That's very similar to CPS, but it protects our adults 18 years old and up to 100 or however you are, because there's elderly abuse. There's also children that are still special needs children that need help, and that's where Adult Protective Service comes in once they turn 18. So that's one way to interact um, with this live stream. Another way is you can be a guest on my live stream. All you have to do is pick one of my 14 live streams, either my Sunday morning show, my Friday night show, Wednesday morning, Monday night, whatever. You just say, I want to be on your Bob, I want to be on Bob's show at the evening show on Friday, or I want to be on Bob's show, morning show. That's all you do. Please give me your name, your email, and your phone number and email it to me at bobpace at vincentwdavis.com. Bob Pace, Pace. There's no period. Just Bob Pace at Vincent.com. And you can be a guest. And I'll have my show producer send you a link to the software I use called SteamYard. That's what makes up the format of this particular room I'm in. And they use YouTube to transmit everything. Now, you're probably wondering who I am. Well, I'm a loving father and a husband. I have 43 years of marriage experience, and I have 61 years of working at jobs and life skills. I have lots of life skills I can share with you. Private life, you don't know it, that you can get legal insurance that help you pay for a real bona fide attorney. That's what you need. You need an attorney because fighting CPS open heart surgery. It's that bad. It's like open heart surgery. Hmm. Rules are simple in which your live stream may take up to 9 of you. It's very important that we respect one another, whether you either call in or on my live stream. And it's not for political purposes, this room is. It's to help you know about what to protect yourself from CPS and how to hang on to your children or get your families back together. Um, so that's really important. Now I'm going to put my phone number up. That means you can call in at 626 698 0990. And you can call up and there's my number. You can talk live on the show. And so now, if you want legal advice, I do have an attorney. His name is Vincent W. Davis. You can call him at 888-888-6582. When you reach the office, you'll reach reception. Make sure you tell him that Bob Pace sent you. And when you speak to Mr. Davis, make also that I sent you. Now, his rates are simple. If you want to text him a private text, he charges $10. If you want to have a private phone call with him, it's only $15. And if you want to be on his live stream for 30 minutes, it's only $25. All you have to do is use your card and you can send it to Cash App, Apple Pay, or Zelle to 310-308-7758. Now, that thing is repeating all the time, the banner down below. So there you go. Now, he works out of Arcadia, but he'll work in any state. He can defend you. His rates are different. Now, in LA County, typically he's at $5,000 retainer and $500 an hour. But his fees may vary depending on the complexity of the case and how long the case has been going on. And so I've given quotes for Atlanta, Georgia, and it was 125. Milwaukee, Wisconsin was the same rate, 125. A lot of the money goes to having him pay for the airfare for transportation out there, also ground transportation and hotel accommodations and food. He also has to obtain a license for that state. Every state requires a lawyer to have a license. Most lawyers, I don't know of any lawyer that has one for every state. You have to buy as you go, depending on what state you're working in. So he's the real deal. He will fight your case. I used him. He got back two of my children. The child that we're able to get back was coached, go a horse by the social worker to divorce her parents, mom and dad. That was a hard thing for me to swallow. It's so sad that a social worker take revenge. She was caught committing perjury. My attorney is that good, Vincent Davis, good. And she lied in court, and we caught her. Well, she wanted to retaliate because she was embarrassed. So she encouraged her daughter to divorce us parents, along with the court-appointed service advocate, which is the CASA person, and also the judge. The judge was in it too. I've seen pictures of them all smiling like what they did. But they took our daughter at age 12. They brainwashed her, alienated from her parents, and had her change her name, divorce her parents, steal a birth certificate, get a new birth certificate, listen to the grandparents, not the grandparents, the foster parents as her her parents, and then get a second social security card, double dipping from the funds. It's really sad. It's really sad. You raise a child from 0 to 12. You have a beautiful home. You take them traveling with you. You involve yourself with Girl Scouts and AYSO soccer. You're involved with their school. And they took my children and put things in their head, ideas in their head. It's so sad how they alienate your parents. Being in the child protection system is awful. It is the most awful thing I've ever encountered. It still bothers me today. There's no question about that. Now, I'd love for you all to, either text me a message or call in or be a guest. And so that way I can help you with your case. I know about 388 motions. I know about the Indian Child Welfare Act of 1978, the 180 hearing, the 160 hearing. There's a lot that I do know that I can help you. And I've been helping out people from across the country who have successfully gotten their children back, And so I want to help you. But in order for me to help you, I need you to communicate to me. I need you to tell me, um, now, I was hoping that we'd have some people come in and ask me some questions, but anyway, that is fine. We'll get that time. I've mentioned to you that I have 5 rules. My rules are very simple. Maybe I haven't talked to him in a while, but rule number 1 is get an attorney. You need to get a real attorney, like the one here, Vincent W. Davis. He's the real deal, and he's been fighting CPS for 40 years, and he does get back thousands of children back to their parents. He's also a trial attorney. He's also been in foster care, so he knows about the foster care system. And when your case is done, he can also do a civil lawsuit where he'll sue either state or federal court your violations, your constitutional or civil rights that were violated. especially the social worker lies. And they do that a lot lately. They really do that a lot. Now, I'm trying to look at something here that will help you besides his rules. I mean, getting an attorney is a must. If you use their attorneys, it's going to fall flat in your face because their attorneys are not trained in the area of juvenile law, family law, or dependency law. Those three areas of law that you need an attorney trained in there and not afraid to fight them. That's why when you're interviewing attorneys, the first question is that have you ever excuse me, are you a juvenile law, family law, dependency lawyer, and have you ever fought CPS and won cases against them? The answer is yes. Your second question is that have you ever done a lawsuit against CPS and won money back from them? If the answer is yes, then you got yourself a candidate to investigate further. I'm not saying that's a candidate to hire, but someone that has both of those yeses. Yes, they've fought CPS and gotten kids back, and yes, they've done lawsuits and got money back. So those are two things important. The second one shows that they're fighters because most people don't want to tackle CPS. So once you have that attorney, he will guide you, he will show you what you need to do. And so I tell you, I have Vincent Davis there who will help you on that. And I've told you about his fees and his number to reach him. And so if you need that legal advice, that's where you need to direct it to. I can only help you with the firsthand information of me being at ground zero and fighting for my children, fighting to keep my family together. It's a hard thing when a family's broken up. It really is. Now, besides rule number one, I've mentioned to you the court appointed or public defenders. They're a waste of time because they're not trained in the area they're supposed to be trained and they work for CPS. They're hired by CPS. So they're not going to give you a fair shot. They're not going to give you a fair shot. Now, rule number two is documents. It's very important that we document everything with them because you need to keep track of it. You're not going to remember everything. One of the first things I do is that you should get a notebook, a thick notebook, like 6 inches thick with three rings in it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put in dividers, subject dividers, so that you know where things are. One of the first things you got to do is start a timeline incident form. Now you can home make that yourself. Just use notebook paper. Devote 3 lines for each incident. Skip a couple lines between them. Your first line is the date and the time and whether the incident was over the phone or was it in person somewhere. So you list the phone number or you list the location. Then you want to put the names of the people that were involved with this incident. Your second line will be a summary of what the incident was all about. What was it all about? Just a one sentence summary. Your third line is the outcome. Again, it's a one sentence. The outcome. What happened? What were the results? So you should do that for every incident, whether it's in school, whether it's a social worker or the police or a neighborhood friend, where the case is. You write that information because you'll need that later when you talk to a real attorney or you um, are 6 months into it and need to remember what was said. It's so important. Now, also in the documents, you want to put all your drug tests in a section. If you're taking parenting classes, put all the certificates in a section. And then if you are taking involved in programs like drug rehab or you have domestic violence, things like that, you need to put the certificate there in those areas there. Now, if you have an attorney, your hired attorney, go ahead and fight them. But since you're using a court appointed attorney, you might as well try to do your best because you're not going to win the case. The court appointed attorneys, you can sit there and tell them what to do and what not to do, but they don't have time. They're saddened with 30 to 100 caseloads by the social services. And they just don't have the time or the manpower. But they're still entrusted with their kids. And that's the sad part. I know that we had the COVID worries, people stayed at home and were taking care of each other. But involving CPS is tough. I don't know if you remember the story of Wonderland where Allison stumbles underground in the rabbit hole and meets the Chester cat who directs her to nowheres. She keeps going from room to room. It's all very confusing. In one room said off with her head. Hello, Aaron. I'm so glad to see you. I haven't talked to you in a week or two. Erin is from Tennessee. I'm really fond of Erin because she has the name of my firstborn. That's the connection. She's born in May, I think the day after my daughter's birthday. Anyway, it's good to see you. What's the latest? What's new with you in Tennessee? Besides your Tennessee Volunteers losing, that was a terrible game. I know that Georgia wanted to win. So what's new, Aaron? I'm sitting here talking about my rules. Can you give me an update on your CPS case, Aaron? Mm. Mm. Okay, we got Brittany in here tonight. Welcome, Brittany. It's a pleasure to meet you. Aaron was first up. They served you with a termination petition last week full of lies and incorrect dates. Oh, that's terrible. I'm not sure if you have an attorney, Aaron, but you need to fight that. And if they win, you need to appeal that. I can help you, Aaron. You got to tell me a little bit more information about that. Bartley, just drop it real quick. I sent you a text message with a photo just now. Let me go ahead and take a look at it, Bartley. You go take a look at it. Bartley is from Montana. Um, let's see here. Uh, was it an email? Okay, probably was an email. That's probably what it was. Okay. Okay, I saw that one. Wow. They don't want to help you with firewood? Huh. The department can't help with firewood. Yep. I don't think they can there. It's a good try there. $200 a cord. That's a lot of money. Okay, they said they're going to try to pay for it. All right, I see that. I don't see any pictures yet. I just read all the ones from your social worker, Bartley. But there's good communication, which is good. But I don't see a picture. The photo. Oh, it's a text message. I just checked my emails. I'll go back and look at my text messages again and see if I got anything from you. I just have the person from North Carolina, Betty Joe, outbound, Glendale, Saturday, today. I don't have anything, I don't think, from you. Nope, no text message. I'm checking here, Lisa Bartley. I don't. Hmm. You may have to send it again. I've not seen it, Bartley. Um, Aaron, I'd like to know more to help you with that. Brittany, what part of the world are you from? What do I do if CPS won't remove my children from abuse of foster and the claims are unfounded? Um, you're gonna first of all, are you using an attorney? Using a court-appointed attorney, it's not going to work. They're being abused in foster home. All you can do is call 911 and make a complaint. And the reason why I say 911 is that because they'll record the complaint. If you call the police or CPS, they'll probably lose it. They probably won't check on it. How can I make these issues known to the court and get the judge's full attention to the situation the kids are in? With your attorney. If you don't have attorney using a court appointed attorney, you have to kick him in the seat of the pants and make him or her do his or her job. So, what part of the world are you from, Brittany? Bartley says, I did send a photo on your text of me and my son being silly today. I'm not saying you didn't. It just I haven't seen it yet. I'm not seeing it yet. I went through all my calls and I'm not seeing it. I just my inbox personal. No, I don't see it. I wonder why I can't see it. Okay. I looked at it a second time. Imagine it's a beautiful photo of you and your son being silly. Okay, you email me the photo. All right. I don't know why the text message didn't come through. It may come through later. I don't know. I don't know. And Brittany, I want to help you. I want to help you. She has a situation where children are being abused in foster care and no one's doing anything about it. What kind of attorney do you have, Brittany? And what part of the world are you from, Brittany? And Aaron, that's very serious. Termination of parental rights. I need to talk to you further, Aaron. I need to talk to you further. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, you're from Colorado Springs. Um, Colorado. I know where Colorado Springs is, where the Air Force Academy is, right? Now, you have photos of my daughter's abdomen covered in bruises or legs since I reported the abuse last time. My kids no longer speak about the abuse. They've been scared out of their minds, so to speak. I can imagine what's really been happening. Well, if the father's not on the record, is the father asking, he'll have to prove he's the father of your child. Is the father asking to be um, to take care of his daughter, if that is his daughter? I'm kind of confused there. Let me go back up here a little bit. I have forgot. We got Bartley from Montana, Brittany from Colorado. Um, Bartley sent me an email now, so I'm going to check that. Okay. Oh, that's great, Lisa. Your son looks so happy there. Looks so happy. Oh, what a beautiful smile, Lisa. And your boy, it looks so nice. Your boy looks so nice. And the room looks clean behind you. You have lighting, you have curtains. It looks like it's beautiful outside. It looks really beautiful. You two make a beautiful. I'm so glad you shared me, Bartley. That is so nice of you to do that. Bartley just shared a picture of her visitation with her son. She's trying to get back into her arms there. So, and your photos, Brittany, are good. That you need to give them to. I don't know whether you've not answered me whether you have a court-appointed attorney or a real attorney. And well, the ombudsperson is necessarily going to help you in this matter. Um, you need an attorney. Now, you not answer me. Do you have an attorney or you have a court-appointed attorney? You're right. The cops have no jurisdiction over DHS, which is CPS. Oh, you ran out of chances to have a lawyer. Well, you probably went through court appointed attorneys. You need to get the real thing. You're at the mercy of the court. Since you don't have an attorney, you can do pro se, where you can tell the judge and show the judge the pictures of your daughter's abdomen. That's terrible what you're going through, Brittany. You're gonna have to document everything, Brittany. You got to document everything. Now it's 8 o'clock, so my time is running up. So um, I understand your pro se, and I can help you, Brittany. I don't want you to panic there. I do going to take down my phone number and put up the Department of Government Efficiency, which is Doge. The reason why my show ends at 8 o'clock, so my time is up, and I really want to thank you all for being a part of um, my live stream. Now, the government efficiency is the third step. You first try to fight it at the local area with the supervisors, the manager, or the director. Then you go to the state level with the civil rights coordinator, the ombudsperson. That doesn't work. This is the third level. You go to the government. That is a website of Doge. It gives you a lot of information there. The phone number is area code 202 is the White House. And there's an email address you can send your complaint to. And they will investigate. They are investigating social services and the child protection system. So that's going to be up there. Now, I want to go over. Hello, Rocky. Boy, you came in at 8:03. Rocky's from New York. He's fighting his wrongful CPS took advantage, or his wife, ex-wife of his brother took advantage of there. So I'm glad to see you, Rocky. And Brittany from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I'm definitely here to help you. I'll be on tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, Brittany. And Bartley, that picture was beautiful. Made my day. You have a very beautiful boy there. And those pictures are good to show the court how happy he is with you. I don't know the tongue one. I think the last one you gave me of your smile is the best one to show the court and so forth. Well, Bartley's from Montana, Brittany's from Colorado, and we have Aaron from Tennessee. I want to help you, Aaron, but you got to tell me more about your TPR. I want to help you and work you through that. Okay? And Rocky is from New York, and I'm glad that he came in here, but I got to go. So do not give up fighting for your kids. Do not give up fighting for your kids. That's very, very important. And so there's a brief video for you to watch. Please enjoy it. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last one.